when you come home, it's not just all the traumatic events that you've experienced and all the things that you had to do and all the things that you had to see and shit that maybe you could have done something about that you didn't. And you're stripped of your identity, you know, that you've put so much into that, so much blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, just to get to the point where you have the opportunity to go into combat as a spec operator, that alone is a grueling process. And then to experience it and to experience loss, and you come home and you don't feel appreciated at all. And all you hear are everybody's opinions on why we shouldn't be there. And you see people like Gallagher and these Blackwater guys get fucking railroaded. And it's, man, it can build a lot of resentment. So you're dealing with all of this shit. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, man, you can't even get medical care when you get home because the VA is a fucking disaster and nobody gives a shit. You don't ever hear anybody talking about that, do you?
Not enough.
Oh, and what about the people that actually give a shit about this fucking country? What about them? Nobody cares. VA is still a disaster. It always will be a fucking disaster. Nobody gives a shit except other veterans. We have to lift ourselves up because nobody else will do it for us, you know, and support each other. And we're good at that, you know, in a lot of ways. But it's tough, man, to experience, to have all these different feelings and experiences happen and then feeling all that shit on top of it and having to reinvent yourself. I mean, what do you do? What do you do as a fucking washed up Navy SEAL, CIA guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The skills don't fucking translate. You gotta start a business, but I mean, you know how hard that shit is. Nobody's gonna tell you how to do it, and then you come home and it's just all stripped away from you. And it's time to start over. Where do you start? What do you do? Go back to school with a bunch of 18-year-old dipshits? You don't fit in anywhere.